Hello everyone and welcome back to According to Addy, and today we will once again be talking about Kwanduk Bishimbaev.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Oh my god, you can't even imagine how sick and tired I am of Kwanduk Bishimbaev. Like honestly, I wish I could erase this guy from my memory. So, just to refresh your memory, in case you forgot, Kwanduk Bishimbaev is ex-finance minister of Kazakhstan who on November 8th beat his wife to death. His wife was Saltanat Nukenova. She was only 31 years old, and this case was very shocking. It received a lot of publicity. Everyone was talking about it. Like literally, if you were to type Saltanat Nukenova's name on Russian YouTube, you would see like countless videos. Like everybody was talking about this. You can't even imagine how big this case was in Kazakhstan and just in the Russian speaking world. Also, her brother, he did so many podcasts and videos, and yeah, so this was a huge case in Kazakhstan. It even received some international attention, which is why I guess you guys know who Kwanduk Bishimbaev is in the first place. So when Kazakh people first found out that ex-finance minister beat his wife to death in his own restaurant, a lot of people were like, what the fuck? They were outraged, they were angry, and believe it or not, some weird people were even supporting Bishimbaev. They began coming up with rumors that his wife was cheating on him and that's why he killed her. Like, even if he was cheating on him, that is not an excuse to kill your wife, first of all. Others were saying that she was pregnant at the time when he killed her, which also proved to be false. So yeah, in the beginning, since people didn't have any information other than just the headline, people were coming up with all sorts of speculations. And I think it's because at first we only had a headline, and this headline was so scandalous. And mind you, Bishimbaev and his wife, they're, not like public figures. People don't know anything about them. So yeah, people were very curious and they used their imagination to fill the gaps. But luckily, after some time, her brother began actively talking about his sister on his Instagram, I believe. He went on many podcasts. He did a lot of interviews, so this helped to shed some light on who Saltanat was, about her marriage to Bishimbaev. So people were really invested in this case. And also this trial, it was public, you could watch it online, and it lasted like 2 months. And during the trial we found out that their marriage was a hot mess, and I guess all of this kinda created like this interest. That's why this case became so big. Everyone in Russian speaking world was watching this case. People were talking about it nonstop. It even gathered some international attention, which in my opinion, this might be the biggest case in the history of Kazakhstan. So during the trial, we found out a lot of scandalous things about their marriage, which I'm not gonna dive into the details of that. You can watch my videos if you are curious. I have covered, I think, all of it. But yeah, in the end, he was found guilty. He was sentenced to 24 years in prison. And now we found out that he is appealing his verdict.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Despite there being so much evidence against him, Bishimbaev still seems to believe that he is innocent, which I don't know if he is delusional or he has what's that effect when somebody is, too privileged and therefore they cannot like accept any responsibility. Maybe that's what he has. One of Bishimbaev's lawyers gave an interview where he maintained that his client is innocent, so therefore they want his sentence to be reduced. Again, during the trial, Bishimbaev kept saying that he was innocent. He was guilty basically of beating his wife, but he was not guilty of killing her, which I'm like, okay, just make it make sense. Like, what? You spent around 8 hours beating your wife and then she died. So you're only guilty of beating her, but you're not guilty of killing her. Okay, I don't understand this. I am not Bishimbaev. And thank God I do not want to be Bishimbaev. Also, during the trial, Bishimbaev did not look remorseful whatsoever. On one hand, he was claiming that he really loved Saltanat and she was the love of his life and all he wanted to do is to make her happy. But on the other hand, he beat her up to death and then he didn't show any remorse. He was very nonchalant, which was very weird. A lot of people were saying that this guy is a psychopath or a sociopath. And honestly, I do not know what is wrong with him, but I'm pretty sure this guy, like, something is wrong with him. I just don't know what. So Bishimbaev was sentenced to 24 years in prison, and after 16 years, he can apply for parole. But still, he wants his sentence to be shortened. And now the question on everyone's mind is whether or not this is going to happen. And I watched some interviews of lawyers who are claiming that it is highly unlikely that he might receive a lesser sentence, which I really do hope is the case. But I guess we will find out maybe in a month or two because his appeal hearing will be on June 26. But I heard some people say that it might take a month before they come to a conclusion. So I don't know if we will know anytime soon, but once we know, I will update you guys. If there's any case that you want me to cover, please do let me know and I will see you next time. Until then, please take care of yourself and stay safe.